never should have gone there. I'm saying that now after everything that's happened. But when we first heard about Harrow's Hollow, an abandoned town with whispers of Mothman sightings, it felt like a joke. A ghost town for ghost stories. How wrong I was. It started with a highway stretching endlessly before me. The sun was sinking fast, and with every minute the shadows lengthened, creeping across the cracked asphalt. It was like the road had a heartbeat, pulsing under the weight of my car tires. No cars. No signs of life. Just me. The town sign appeared like it was waiting for me. Welcome to Harrow's Hollow. The lettering was faded, almost erased, and my gut told me to turn around, but I kept driving. It wasn't until I saw the old church, its crooked steeple piercing the sky like a skeletal finger, that I realized something was watching me. I parked near the church, my headlights slicing through the thickening fog, and that's when I saw it. On the steeple. 2 glowing red eyes. I froze. Not in fear, not yet. In disbelief. The stories couldn't be true, right? Mothman, the Mothman, he's just an urban legend. But the eyes blinked, slow and deliberate, like they were reading my thoughts, tracking my every move. I don't know why, but I stepped out of the car. My heart was pounding, but something in those eyes drew me in. And then he was gone. Vanished. I spun around, scanning the church, the sky, the empty highway. Nothing. But the air felt heavy, like I was being hunted. I started walking, faster now, desperate to leave the church behind. Ahead of me was a row of abandoned buildings, their windows like empty eyes watching from the shadows. I kept my head down, but every time I looked over my shoulder, I swore I could see something, just out of view. I ducked into one of the buildings, an old store maybe, hoping for shelter. Inside it was worse. The smell of mildew and rot filled the air, and the shelves were coated in dust. I crouched down, listening, waiting for the sound of wings. And then there it was. A low, steady thump, like something massive was circling above. My breath caught in my throat, but I couldn't move. Not yet. Not until I knew where he was. I peeked out of a crack in the wall, and there he was. Tall, dark, wings so large they blotted out the sky. And those eyes, those glowing red eyes, scanning the street like searchlights. I bolted before I even knew what I was doing. I didn't stop until I saw the flickering neon sign of an old gas station up ahead. I ran inside, the door slamming shut behind me, and crouched low behind the counter, heart pounding so loud I thought it'd give me away. And then, silence. I waited, straining to hear the wings again. But there was nothing. I stood up slowly, daring to hope that maybe, just maybe, he was gone. I peeked out the window and the street was empty. Relief washed over me. Maybe it was just my mind playing tricks. Maybe. And then a shadow passed over the station and my blood ran cold. I knew what it was before I even looked. He was right outside the door, wings stretched wide, almost touching the gas pumps. He didn't move, didn't flinch. He was waiting. Waiting for me. I stayed low, breath shallow, trying to figure out my next move, but deep down, I knew I was trapped. There was no way out. He had been following me all along, and now he had me exactly where he wanted me. I heard the door creak behind me. Slowly. Deliberately. I didn't want to turn around, but I had to. My whole body was shaking. When I finally did, I saw him. Mothman. In the doorway. His glowing eyes locked onto mine. And then, darkness.